elementary school, middle school, high school, he's the most trusted guy ever on this podcast. Like this guy is no place to come. He's addicted to Oreos and the addiction is what his friends call him. Well, they call him Steve.
How is that intro? Come on. I thought my intro was better. You ready for mine? You have an intro? We used to clock in, now we clock jokes. 3 ex-coworkers chasing big dreams, folks. This isn't even introducing him. The lunch table where the stories are free. Grab a seat, pull up, and laugh with me. It's the lunch table with Steve and Abby. What about me? You just cut me out of it. Oh yeah, that was like a Dr. Seuss story. No, I actually, while you were doing yours, I typed in ChatGPT. Can you give me an intro for 2X? Sounded like okay. I was gonna say that something was off with that. So welcome to the lunch table.
That's cool. A review, that's cool.
First time, long time. So, like I said, every single podcast we've had, this is episode 10. So the first 9 podcasts, I think the most common question is, when are you going to have Steve on the podcast? And the second most common question is, can you replace Abby with Steve? Well, big news today. Abby's getting replaced. Abby's just finding out right now. Abby's finally. So, no, I'm kidding. That would be hilarious to fire me that way. Oh, I love that. I want to get into the fiercest topic right off the bat. I believe it was episode 1 of this podcast, Abby made a wild admission that he pooped his pants in your bed years ago and didn't even tell you. Didn't even clean the sheets, he just left it there. Right. So, 1, I already know the answer to this, but did you know this happened?
I did not know that happened. Honestly, my reaction to it when I saw the clip was just like, that seems right.
First of all, I think it was episode 2. Now, I know Steve wouldn't know about it necessarily, but are we sure his wife didn't know about it and was just hiding it from him? Because I know. Oh, you asked her? Yeah. Well, does she think better or worse of me now? I mean, I can't imagine better. Her thoughts of Abby could not get any lower than he could literally take a dump in her guest bed and it wouldn't ruin his reputation.
He kept that to himself. Like, we didn't see it. I think
no, because
the dishwasher. We didn't put him in the dishwasher. We put him in the
that's a good way to clean dishes.
How would you have questioned me because one of my plans was to steal the sheets. I mean, I probably would have noticed that. You think so? Because there weren't shots. Yeah, but I was panicked and I was the sheet would be missing, and you would just assume, oh, Caitlin put the sheets in the wash, and Caitlin would walk into the room and be like, oh, Steve, before I have it, left them nicely, took away the sheets, and then, but at some point they would have figured out, well, unless you broke back into the house and then that's down. I just assumed Steve's house was so chaotic and chaos that that's probably that all the time. I think that was the first night I've ever slept over your house, correct? Wow, so 1 for 1 in your bed. Was this just a little stain? Or was this was this serious? I would say yay big. No. Did you not see? Oh, yay big with big and light. Thank God I was wearing layers myself. I told you I was wearing the Nike spandex, so that kept a lot in. And I think I was wearing, I think I wore on to bed, which, is that a violation? But as opposed to wearing nothing? Or you're saying wear more? No, if I was wearing shorts. Should I have been wearing shorts? Because if I wore the shorts would have taken the brunt. I mean, if you knew you were going to wear pants, it does. But is that a thing in a household? If you have a friend and they let you walk around in underwear? I don't know. I mean, maybe not walk around, but I feel like you could probably go down to underwear when you're sleeping, right? I think it's assumed that, 1, they're probably going to clean the sheets after you leave, and 2, that you're not going to
in the bed. So it's like, oh, you know,
Right.
you have your breaks today. You wash it, but I won't. You broke that trust.
That's the agreement. You had one job. Just don't move. What is another binding agreement that you have for house guests, right? Because you know how big this is.
So you don't know this. Abby, and he fully admits it. That's the one thing I'll give you. You don't deny it. He says if he stays in your house and he goes in your bathroom, he's going to open your medicine cabinet and look through.
Not drawers. Drawers, you're a thief. You're a dirty scum.
That
You're at the
Why
medicine
is that
cabinet.
a lie? Yeah, I feel like that's worse.
You cannot go in someone's drawers. That's crazy.
Why is that a lie?
the medicine cabinet has like prescriptions, which are very like personal things.
Right. My wife's a pharmacist. I think of it as like,
Oh, don't even finish the sentence you're about to say. Nonsense. I'm gonna help teach my wife and make her better at her job or some nonsense.
no. You know, yeah, iron sharpens iron. It's like keep her on her toes. But the drawers are sacred. The drawers is where you have all the feminine products. You can't be digging for someone's feminine products. That's crazy.
So here's a question: in all the medicine cabinets you've looked at, you don't have to say a name. Are there any funny ones you've seen?
What are you looking at?
That's a good question too.
Imodium? That actually would have been helpful.
I mean, yeah, if it's something for you, like if you were looking for, something to settle the stomach, that's fine.
Okay, so if you're looking for something to settle your stomach, do you have to call that out first? Because I would easily do the, hey Steve, got some Imodium?
We're gonna start actually doing these fields ourselves and stuff.
No, I probably have something for you.
In all of them, let's say you looked at 7 medicine cabinets in your nosy days, is there anything that sticks out to you like, oh my gosh, I saw hemorrhoid cream? I don't know.
Hemorrhoid cream is a standard.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something embarrassing. Maybe I don't have hemorrhoids right now, and that's what's on my mind. Possible. I'm getting old, okay? I'm getting old.
I was waiting to fish in with hemorrhoids.
I messaged Steve the other day. I was like, would it be like too much information to hypothetically admit that you have hemorrhoids? And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, I got hemorrhoids.
But why is it a big deal?
Yeah, then he shamed me after he earned my trust.
I've had hemorrhoids for like 15 years straight. So it just doesn't. There is no harm. Actually, shout out my buddy Ryan. Want me to drop his last name?
Nah, just give us the first.
Okay, my buddy Ryan. He had the hemorrhoid surgery.
Were they like rapid? Were they like constricted?
Yeah, they like essentially wrap it and kill the blood flow there. He said it's the most painful thing he's ever seen. More painful than childbirth.
All right, well, I like that. I want to get back into Steve because we've been talking about Abby the whole time. We've got this new guest that everybody, we've been talking about my hemorrhoids and Abby's friends with funny names. So I want to get into your Oreo addiction.
What about?
Well, according to Steve, this is like a very serious addiction, and he blames me for it. And I'd like you to explain, and then I'd like to defend myself.
I don't know, probably 8 years or so.
So you're saying you used to battle with the Oreo. We're talking about Oreo cookies. Yeah, this is what you're thinking we're talking about.
Do you always go black Oreo?
I mix it up every now and then, but double stuff next to the truth. But what started it was when we drove across the country, that was a rare good brand of car snack.
Yeah.
That's another top years ago. How bad is car snacks?
Yeah.
Wasn't it 2 years ago? You've been dealing with this addiction for years.
No. So that was more than 2 years ago. So Steve got addicted to Oreos when we were crossing the country for that flag. And then you killed it, right?
Yeah. It was a few months, and then I kicked it.
You were clean.
Yeah.
And then maybe last year, I don't know, maybe like 7-8 months ago, we did what was the blog? We did another blog with Oreos.
It was
Generic versus name brand foods. And 2 days, and so basically we tried the Oreos, and then I gave Steve the box. I didn't realize this was a mistake. I gave Steve the box after the video. Like, are you taking it? He's like, yeah, too. I mean, it was horrible. It was like giving a visit fucking alcoholic. It was just the worst thing in the world. I don't know what I was thinking. And then like 4 days later, Steve's got like black Oreo crumbs all over his face, and he's like, I'm on my 7th box.
quit anytime I go.
was bad.
But is it like regular drugs that you start with like prescription pills and then you move towards like the aftermarket stuff? Were you crushing like Walmart Oreos?
Oh, he's going great value, triple stuff now.
Oh, you gotta go. The name brand is the best.
It is the best.
That is such a good name, right?
You know what's a great name? Walmart's Oreo brand called Twist and Shouts, and they're actually pretty good.
They were good.
Not as good as Oreos, but
I thought
it's a little long, I guess, for like a household snack brand. It's a fun name.
a cat. The one, this is what I have the problem with. The pretzel, there's a chocolate covered pretzel. Yeah. They pulled. So now I can order them online. I think Amazon has like a backlog of it.
$7 bag now.
They're getting up there now. They're so good.
You know, I've been meaning to try that. Every time I chat with Steve, he's telling me about a new, which makes me think we should do some sort of a video where we try all the Oreo brands, but then your wife is gonna hate me. She's gonna come home. Steve's gonna be on the floor, passed out, with 4 boxes of Oreos on his body.
Yeah, we should.
But Steve, the people want to know your comments, and you claim this Oreo addiction, you claim this butter addiction, and you also claim you do claim the butter.
You do love the butter. I don't know if he's got a butter addiction, but anytime he puts butter on it,
I'm a butter.
it's 7 times more than you need. Like, you're putting butter on a piece of toast, you think, all right, I'll grab like a scoop. Times that by 7 or 8, and that's what Steve would put on that toast.
If you did like a blind photo of the diets, right, like the stats, but then you posted the body, right, it's whacked out faces, they're definitely choosing Steve's diet to my body. So this is the question that I think you want to know is like, how much steroids do you buy, and how often is your cycle? Because it's funny, like your physique has got just
Yeah, this is not a compliment I have. There it is. He mentioned this every other podcast. He's like, Brandon, are you the one supplying him with the steroids, or how is the others? What?
I just mean Roy, Jess, Chelsea, all want to know what the regimen's going.
I'll tell you what. Here's what they do. Did they mention me too? Like where I'm getting the steroids also? That I love you. You're not asking.
Here's the key. It's all about kids. Right? It's all about If I'm going to fly, I should be able to see from here.
Yeah, now everybody's gonna know.
You're on fly, you gotta keep fly safe. You gotta be on the edge of the camera.
Yeah, so we use for our vlogs, we use a wide angle lens. So, like if I hold the camera out, you can see both of us. The problem with wide angle lenses, the sides get a little distorted and they get stretched. So in the middle, it squeezes you in. If you're on the sides, you get stretched. So Steve always, he claims that it's an accident. I think now he's starting to admit it. He always seems to be like flexing his arm on the very edge of the screen, and then he looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That must be it. I must
It's an angle. It's all about angle. Although we did a vlog recently, it hasn't come out. Has come out?
Yeah, it'll be out.
Okay. The fast food.
His belly was on the edge of the screen.
Poor angle.
If I find out that Matt was in this fast food video, just okay. It was just me and Steve. You have a fast food vlog, and you don't at least shoot your old buddy down.
I got a bone to pick with Abby, and I am not the oldest. I got a lot of bones. I could build a whole body with the bones I have to pick with you. But the tendency of wanting to be invited, but won't come. Like, tubing is a great example. Abby hasn't come tubing in years, but if you don't invite him, he gets furious.
I went last year.
There is no chance. It's been at least 2 years since you came last. No, because Larry said he'd never gone tubing with you.
Yeah.
And Larry came the last 2 years.
Ron, that's also online. I've been tuning with Larry.
No, I'm all for that.
I feel like I have photo evidence.
We have a group picture last year and you weren't in it.
We went 2 different times last year.
No, we did. See, look at this. Abby's gaslighting us into thinking that we've gone tubing extra. But, yeah, so Abby loves, like, this this vlog, for example, I would have texted Abby last week and been like, hey, we're doing a vlog about fast food. And you would have been like, sorry, I can't. I have a child. I can't just do that. And not only does he say no, he makes me feel bad about asking.
First of all, it's nice to be wanted. That's always a big thing. Two, yeah, because first of all, second of all, and third of all, I think there's a little bit of insecurity that maybe I'm getting left in my old age, right? Getting left behind the times.
Well, if you don't come to something for years, eventually you're going to stop getting invited.
I could see your argument. But what you guys don't see is a fragile man on the precipice of a mental breakdown, that his friends are all dispersing upon him throughout the country, throughout space and time.
Are you giving him this, by the way? No. I'm not giving you this. Because the excuses you give are, it's never just like, sorry, man, I wish I could come, but I'm just too big. It's always like, you tell us the whole time I might be coming, you back out 3 days before, and then when we give you crap for backing out the last minute, you always say, I haven't kid, I can't do this. And then you make me feel like I'm the jerk for giving you crap for backing out last second. Like, did you not know you had a kid 2 weeks ago when you said you might come?
It's a priority, Brendan. In 20 years from now, when Raphael is at a fine, probably semi-fine state institution for a degree that probably won't do him too well in life. But when he's doing that, right? And Roxy is probably will be dust by then.
Yeah, she's got no shot.
I'm going to feel vindicated in my actions that I chose my son over a little bit of debauchery with the boys.
Yeah, but then here's another thing. Abby assures me on how, hey, I have a kid, I can't do these things anymore. And then the other day we were supposed to film our podcast. It's like, sorry, I'm going to a concert tonight.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You didn't go because it ended up getting rained out. You told me you had a concert. And I guarantee you baby Raphael was not going to that concert.
I have no excuse that I could come up with, but maybe in post-edit we can come up with something.
Your lips are going to be moving, but you'll just say something like, Kayla told me I had to go. My parents watched it. All right, well, again, we ask Steve a question, we ignore what he says, and then we get on to the I will say, this is another thing that I'm blaming Abby for. This is a hard podcast to film right now. I'm trying to look at Steve, but I'm trying to look at Abby on the screen. 2 of us are in the studio. 1 of us is 2 hours away.
You just get rid of Abby and be me and you.
Can we just sit on the opposite side of the table so we're looking at each other? We'll have the camera over there.
Yeah.
So much
Actually,
better.
that'd be better.
Let us know in the comments. Yeah, should we just get rid of Abby?
Listen, I'm furious because I did not think this is what it was supposed to turn into. I thought me and Steve were going to give Brendan the old one.
I was expecting that. I was expecting just to get. I was expecting I was going to be getting teamed up on and roasted on the podcast.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed this so far.
Yeah. Oh, let's get back to his car snacks.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, I'm notorious for really bad car snacks whenever we go on a trip. Give us a couple examples.
I mean, the only example is unsalted almonds.
Yeah, not even roasted.
Yeah, raw, unsalted almonds. That'll be like, and he'll tell me too, like, oh, I got car snacks. I mean, that's what I'm going to do.
Steve will ask me, like, hey, should I bring anything? And I'm like, no, I'm good. I got stuff for us. Like, okay. And I'll have, like, raw, unsalted almonds. I'll have edamame and maybe, like, peanut butter crackers or something.
Do you have hypertension or something?
No, that's the other thing too, like, you do like the electrolyte drinks, which is like 30% sodium. Why not allow yourself to have a little bit of flavor with it all?
And like my bland car snack. I love munching on a couple edamames. I love edamame. And it's high in protein.
It's true, every time we go to the airport, for some reason,
But that's interesting because I was going to say you're missing a supreme nut there, and that's the wasabi soy.
Oh,
a good one. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you gotta do the, like wasabi soy blue diamond.
Just anything with flavor. Like the Chipotle ones are good. They have pickle ones now. They're pretty
I
good.
don't know, what's my other most common travel snack is Chex Mix.
That's a good one.
What do you No. Chex Mix is terrible.
What? I love Chex Mix.
That's weird.
Also, fine, what's your favorite Chex Mix? And if you don't say the little pumpernickel or the rye chip, we're going to fight.
My favorite thing is Liquid Death.
Yeah, we're sponsored by We're not, but one day we will be.
It's terrible.
It's really bad. We tried those, I think it was last episode. It was the Fruity Pebbles ones. Yeah, they're not
Hey,
good.
Steve, don't they taste like Diet Sprite?
It's right. I don't know.
Is Sprite not as good as it used to be?
Embrace the
Did they
big.
change the formula? I'm in on Big Sprite.
You know, as a kid, Sprite was my go-to. Like, every time I go to
That
a
was
restaurant,
always my go-to.
Yeah.
I was a Sprite fella.
Sprite is, like, extra carbonated. Like, it hurts to drink. It's so carbonated.
No, that's Perrier.
No.
Perrier is a little too carbonated for the old.
Like Brandon never had Perrier.
So, I don't even know what that is.
No, I think they changed the formula of Sprite. I'm being serious about this. It just doesn't have the same. I think it doesn't have the same syrup content, honestly.
Like, you think it's
I
been
think
watered
this is-
down?
Yeah, I think this is a shrinkflation thing.
Same size bottle. Because the problem with soda brands, it's probably hard to pull off this shrinkflation because everyone knows 2-liter bottle of soda. Like, usually, you know, like, all right, here's an example. I used to buy Hershey's Hot Fudge for my ice cream. They have shrunk that thing down because my mom had one, like, stuck in the back of the cupboard. I mean, it was, like, disgusting, but it was, like, years and years old. And I could see it firsthand. This thing was almost double the size. But with soda, it's hard to pull off because everybody knows. You need a bottle of soda. Have you ever seen the like videos online where someone will order a small, medium, large from like Starbucks or something, and it holds the same amount of liquid? Are those true though? It can't be.
That's absolutely true. And I'm anti-ice. Well,
Wait, so you don't order ice?
no. So I'm getting my Brandon on a little bit, especially when it comes to like Starbucks drinks. If the price point of the drink is over $5, no.
Do they still fill it to the top though? Because I've tried that before. If I'm at like the movie theater, and they're notorious. The movie theater will fill your entire cup with ice, and they'll give you a drop of soda. And I've been like, oh, no ice, please. And then they only fill it like halfway because they have the automatic fillers now. They just put it underneath, and it fills it a certain amount.
No ice at the movie theater is crazy business.
I'm going to be honest, I've literally never done that in my life. But it was an example. I don't know. I couldn't think of an example of one. There's certain places where I go. Any like bars are an example. That's where you can actually get, like if you're getting a rum and coke, for example, and they fill the entire thing with ice, you can get much better value asking for no ice.
No rum and coke either. These are all fake.
That's one that I've done though before, where like I'm at a bar and the guy fills your cup and the entire cup is full of ice, and I'm like, can I get no ice?
You ever go like a fancy non-alcoholic?
No, I've never been like a mocktail guy.
Oh, what a rip-off.
Yeah, it's funny. Basically, it's just like you get a cup of soda, but they charge the same amount as they would if it had alcohol.
I'm actually not anti-mocktail. They charge like I got one for $15.
Yeah, it's the price of the mocktail. It's not the mocktail itself.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's
It's
crazy.
like a regular cocktail price.
They slap the same price point on it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know that.
You know what's funny? Sam's sister was pregnant, and she was drinking non-alcoholic White Claws, which I thought was hilarious. And everybody was like, you know, the same price as a White Claw that has alcohol in it. I was like, yeah, why don't you just get like Seltzer? It's just sparkling water. I think part of it was the social aspect of it, where she, no, we knew she was pregnant. She wasn't trying to hide it. That would make more sense if she was trying to hide it. It was like 5 months into her pregnancy. She had told everybody, but she just kind of wanted to feel like, hey, I'm part of the party, I'm drinking with everybody, which is fine. I get it, but it is just fun.
How many times has your significant other been on to another woman about their pregnancy, and then 5 months later they're not pregnant, and you just realize your wife is like fat phobic?
Wow, I don't think that's happened to me once. I think that might be a Kayla thing. Has this happened multiple times? My sister was snooping and perusing through photos yesterday, and she called me up and she goes, "Yep, I think Taylor is pregnant." And I was like, "I think she's just not doing
I
well."
I just got on the story because I thought that happened.
Wait, so your wives don't have like a pregnancy radar on other girls? They don't ever go like, "Oh, I knew Taylor was."
Oh, Taylor always does that. It'd be like every time someone, I knew she was pregnant.
But she didn't say it originally.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also a good possibility that Caitlin says it all the time, and Steve is just like,
That's good. That's a good.
like, Caitlin's chatting with him, and you just look over at Steve, and there's just
That happens.
Yeah.
How about you, Sam? I mean, how about you, Brandon?
I don't think Sam. I'm sure it's happened. I can't think of an instance where Sam has predicted someone being pregnant with me ahead of time where she was wrong. She's been right. Like with her sister, with her cousin. Always when people post her though. It's never like, oh, they look looking a little large, and then Wait, I'm not going to drop names here, but Steve you predicted that someone pregnant recently. Like this was like maybe 2 months ago, and no news has come out yet. So I'm wondering if you're wrong. You were wrong, or you were right? No, I'm not going to say the name.
No, I noticed this person didn't get an alcoholic beverage. I was wondering.
Gotcha.
And I was wondering if there was news. It's not like I was like, oh, I mean, like, because
Steve has never found out that one of our friends is having a baby the first try. It's usually posted in a group chat, and then everybody will be like, "Oh, congratulations, blah blah blah," and then like 3 months later,
it happened with Abby. I didn't know that Abby had a kid. It was like a month later.
Steve didn't even know that Abby.
Yeah.
Is this your sister's kid? Like, who is this? We have a friend that's having a baby. Like, his wife just got pregnant, and Steve texted me. Is everyone saying congratulations? I think that was more of a service issue. Yeah. Not only is Steve really bad at checking texts, but his phone service is really bad, and he gets maybe 50% of texts that are sent to him. So it's tough.
Is there anything that you're keen to, Steve?
Anything that I'm keen to.
Man, like something.
I think I'll be
He's good at picking up on grammar problems. He was giving me a headache this morning about me saying rather or something.
No, he always says rather like it's a word. Like, would you rather this or Coca-Cola? Yeah.
He does do that a lot.
Oh, it drives me nuts. Like, would you rather have? Would you prefer? Sure.
Here's my thing.
Rather than?
Here's my thing. People know what I'm trying to say.
I'm
a communicator, okay? I get the message cross. There's no way that if I said, would you rather this or a Coke, that you're just sitting there like, oh, that's a different language. I'm trying to say.
I think it's also when you have to look at Brandon's face every day and that in the videos. Those small things. The other one is supposed to. You turn supposed to. That one gets me.
There's a lot. Grammar's not my strong
You really drop it in the boat?
He goes supposed to.
That's
Or
supposed to go.
here's another one that drives me nuts. Instead of I'm going to do this, it's I'm going to come back.
I do that.
Just because there's so many.
I'm going to go through. I'm going to go.
I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Tradition unleashes the passion of the dog pound. It inspires us to make tostitos the traditional way, starting with whole corn kernels to make elements from scratch. No artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Tostitos. Tradition matters. Here we go, guys.
Were you in speech class as a kid?
Believe it or not, no. I probably should have. Yeah. Was your mom very particular about grammar or something as a kid? Like, how did you get this way?
She was.
Okay, that's got to be it. Because, I mean, he's pointing out 2 or 3 things. This has not been like, oh, ever since Steve's been working for the channel.
Oh, yeah.
Ever since I've known Steve. Oh, it's so
Very
annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Like, anytime, it's like, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. Well. Doing well. Oh, it's just...
One thing I got that is like doing something quickly.
Which Like, oh, I gotta run to Walmart real quick. And she'd be like,
Well, that was,
late, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use like quickly. I would just say quickly, and he would always say Lee, and I would, for the first year I was just confused. Why are you saying Lee? And then eventually I did get it. He hate to admit it.
Who's got the worst grammar out of all of your friends?
I've got to be up there. Kenny.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenny's bad.
Our buddy
Kenny's hard to understand. She's bad.
So Kenny is over the hill, right? Like I say, you know what I'm trying to say. If I say I would rather this than rather ham, you know what I'm trying to say. Kenny's grammar is so bad that I'll admit sometimes I really don't know what he's trying to say. It gets so bad that he's like, I'll show his Steve a text like, what do you think he meant? Like, what do you think he meant here?
Yeah.
It's English, Kenny's first language.
It is. He was
like,
born
okay. I'm
It is.
trying to get the elephant out of the room here.
He blames his parents because it's their second language. Like, he was born and raised in it, so.
Like, he's no different than Abby. I mean, he's not much different than me, my dad. My mom never spoke English. But I'm saying, like, could you imagine if I blamed my grammatical issues because my dad was here when he was 9?
Yeah, you don't.
That'd be ridiculous.
I actually I have a take. I don't think it's your dad's lineage that's the problem. I think it's your mother. She's from Staten Island, no?
Like, Staten Islanders have bad grammar?
Well, yes. But, like, beyond that, I'm saying I think that train of thought. And your mother was a teacher? Was she an English teacher? What kind of teacher was
Kindergarten.
she? Well, there you go.
You know, I don't think my mom is bad with grammar. I think it is more my dad.
Oh, it is?
I think so.
So you're shaming immigrants for learning a new language. Is that what Steve's doing?
I was in trouble whatever I said there. I should have remained
I
silent.
think I'm the one.
Oh,
I think it's Steve.
Yeah, I think Steve's the jerk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm furious. My father came over on a boat.
You know, Jersey Joe shouted you out on his TikTok live.
What? Recently?
Oh yeah.
What did he say? Was it bad?
I had a face full of that Himalayan popcorn. You know, the golden one with the Buddha. You
No.
ever on that yet?
No.
Okay.
Not on it yet.
I guess they haven't shipped those
It hasn't been in
sticks.
Pennsylvania yet.
Yeah. So, and I'm scrolling TikTok, and I get on the Jersey Joe live, and that's an instant watch, right?
What is his live stream? Is he dancing the whole time, or is he chatting? What does he do for a live stream?
I think he's moving towards DJ.
Oh, okay. I could see that being a good
Good
transition.
transition.
Yeah.
Because he was like listening to music, he had the headphones, and he was kind of like changing the songs a little bit. And I've really never heard him speak because you only really watch him. He's very millennial, like not even millennial. What's he on now? Generation Z.
He's Gen Z.
Gen Z for sure.
It's funny. I didn't realize that he doesn't talk until after we released our video, because every comment on that video was, "I've never heard him talk before." Because like when Steve and I walked to his, obviously we talked to him. I watched a lot of his videos, but I guess I've never really paid attention. And then I went back and looked. I'm like, oh yeah, he doesn't say anything. He's almost like that guy, the Cabby Lame.
Bobby Lame.
So anyways, well, how did the live stream go?
So I'm on it. Like 10 seconds in, he goes, TFG, that's my fam from life. What's up, twin?
Wow.
And I was.
Did he think I was in the chat? Why would he?
Someone commented TFG's twin.
That looked painful.
Someone commented that it looked like you.
Okay, and he commented about it. That's funny though. The second you happen to click on it,
Yeah, so then I kept spamming the chat.
oh boy,
I kept spamming.
it's a dangerous friend to have
Yeah.
on social media. I woke up the other day to a picture of me, my head plastered on like Taylor Swift in a
Oh.
bikini, and then Steve thought that I posted it because you didn't look at it. And he's like, "What is this?"
One of the first things that I saw in the morning, because Caitlin saw it, and I wake up and just look at this, and it's just Brandon on Taylor Swift's body.
And Steve's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I didn't make it. Abby posted it. He's just dangerous to have as a friend."
I was howling at 1 o'clock in the morning making that edit, man. Like, oh, that tickled me fancy. But no, I kept spamming in the group chat. I love your new podcast. I love your new podcast. I love your new podcast. hoping that he would react to the podcast and someone would be like, "Oh, lunch table," or he would be like, "I've seen the lunch table. I had the screen recording going. I was waiting for like an official, like endorsement from Jersey Joe."
He's definitely not seen the podcast.
He skipped over each one. Yeah, we'll get there. Do you think we could get Jersey Joe on the podcast? Just, cameo.
I think that's possible.
Yeah.
I think that one's possible.
You know, big fans. Big fans.
What was that? It didn't sound like him at all.
Saying it's from us. We're big fans.
Oh, okay. First impressions. That's what we're going to be talking about here. You ready? We're going to start with me. This one's going to be tough. I met Steve in second grade. We were like 7 years old. Do you have a first? And it doesn't have to be in second grade because I remember me and Steve were in the same second grade, but neither one of us remember each other. What is your first memory of me? It could be last year. Maybe like you didn't realize I was a thing until last year.
I don't know. I honestly don't remember. There's nothing that like sticks out.
Yeah, we didn't have like a moment where we like ran into each other on the recess field.
He said there's nothing that sticks out, and I said besides his legs.
Oh, that is good. I think the first thing that comes to mind is funny enough, the lunch table. Because we used to sit at the lunch table, and I remember my first impression of Steve was like, I didn't know him very well because I was friends with like our friend Tommy and our friend Alex, and they were friends with Steve. And then we kind of all got clumped in together.
Yeah.
And I just remember Steve was like the funny guy. He was the guy that was funny. That was my first
The
impression.
first thing that really hit me about Brandon was the food that he was eating. Because I sat across from him. It was dangerous.
Yeah. That was years later, though.
Yeah.
Because by the time you were sitting across from me, we were friends.
Yeah.
But I'm a spitter anyway, but then I had braces in middle school.
It's very vocal, yeah. And then he would get angry because one time I made a big deal about it because one got him. And I was like,
A chunk of peanut butter and jelly sandwich just came flying across and hit him in the face.
He didn't like that, so I was like, all right, I won't do that. And then I would just have to casually, like, it would just smack me in the face, and I had to, like, slowly raise my hand. Oh, here he goes!
Yeah, I was a spitter.
Good times.
I'm Team Brandon on this one.
Thank you. How could you be Team Brandon?
Because people like Steve, scumbags. Ever since I was a little kid, Courtney Williams did the same garbage to me, where it would always be. I remember specifically her, Samantha Bonowitz, and Brianna Basile would always over-inflect the
Sit with the ladies at lunch. Wow, I don't think I've sat with a girl for lunch in my life.
Oh, yeah.
If you saw them, you would not.
After dropping the full name, too. Just so mean.
Jeez.
No, but
It's
that's
called them
why.
jerks.
Yeah.
But that's why. That's why they would always drop the like, oh my God. Just move on. Please be a little polite. I am trying to learn how to speak a new language. Sorry if my tongue placement is not perfect, which is causing me to lack my enunciation, which in turn is creating a lot of saliva and excitement in my mouth.
You know what I will say? Shout out me here. I'm going to give myself a shout out here. And this is probably because I know that I've inflicted lots of pain over the years on other people. I don't react when I get spit on.
Yeah.
You've got me a few times where you've noticed it,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't react. I think also boy, I feel bad. I'm just tearing into my dad here, and I know they watched the video. My dad, that's killing my dad for my bad grammar, now my spitting, but like I eat dinner with my parents every Sunday. Me and Sam go to my parents' house, and I sit across from my dad every week. Bam, bam, bam. Because, we talk a lot when we eat. So I don't know if it's the self-awareness that I know I'm a spitter or I just grew up like, I grew up with the spit. Yeah.
The problem is there's no like chew and then talk. It's just you just go all.
Oh yeah, I'm talking while I'm throwing things in my mouth.
Choke 2 or 3 times.
I choke.
That was probably the first time that Sam saw that, right? And I had no reaction. Was it Sam?
Well, it's fun. So I choke because I talk while I eat. I choke 50% of the meals that I eat. right? And Steve has gotten so used to it from the thousands of lunch tables we've sat at that,
But it scares people.
yeah, like Steve will just kind of, at this point, I don't even know if you notice it when I start choking, because it's just, hey, yeah, it's Brandon. He eats, he chokes.
Bites through it.
And other people will be like, is he okay? And Steve will like, oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't even notice. Yeah, he does this every time. And now Sam's the same way. Sam, because obviously I eat meals with Sam all the time, does not even notice that I'm choking.
And then you power through. So then,
and then you would think, all right, maybe I'll let everybody else at the table talk. Let me regain my composure. No, I keep going, but then my voice is all messed up.
Yeah. So that's the time when I won my tennis tournament.
Yeah, it's rough.
Well, back to Steve. What is the dinner conversation like in Casa de Steve growing up? Because I find you as like one of those. You're not as fickle as Brandon is, but you're like oddly boundary type. Like you got these proper things where with the grammar, the spitting in your mouth, things like that. Where I feel like the house was very. Please, mother, can you pass another glass of butter type people?
I'll give it to you for the grammar. I don't know about being spit in the face. That seems like a reasonable time to get upset. But
was your mom very strict with the back straight, like
No, we
food in your mouth?
We did dinner in front of the TV a lot. Oh, it was.
Well, that's just Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I didn't. We ate dinner at the table every single night. Like, what did you do last night for dinner? What did you eat?
Are we talking?
What did you have
as a kid, or?
Well, both. Let's say yesterday. What did you and Caitlin do?
So 2 days ago, Caitlin went with her family to Olive Garden. When you're there, your family. That's the right reaction.
That's not the first time you told me Caitlin's family likes Olive Garden.
They like it. Hey, endless breadsticks.
Hey, the breadsticks and salad.
Can't sleep on it.
We went that one time on our break for lunch.
Yeah, and you get a deal. That's right. You get like a deal where you can order 2 meals for the price of 1 or something. So she brought one back. So we had leftovers. But I had leftover Olive Garden last night. We ate in front of the TV.
Yes.
And
You ate leftover Olive
it
Garden
was good. Chicken
from
Alfredo.
Pennsylvania
Yeah.
in front of the TV on the couch. Like, I'm actually about.
He's speechless right now. He can't even function. I'm not that insulted, and I'm Italian.
That is the most white trash Pennsylvania thing I can ever think of in my life.
They're from Jersey.
I understand, but you can't be doing. No, not her family. I'm talking Steve.
Oh, the leftovers part.
Yeah, okay. When you're there, your family, I get it. Yeah, sure. Go out to the chain restaurant and have a glass with the rest of your family. Yes, I get. You know what? Nobody's pocket shaming over here, but still gross. But second,
Unless they want to sponsor the podcast, then boy, are those breadsticks awesome.
Shout out
I would sell every fiber of my moral being.
Abby would promote anything if they're going to give them $10.
Yeah, you can't sleep on some of those chains, though. Some of, I'm a big Outback. Shout out Outback.
Hey, I got a gift card out back.
They're pretty good.
$50. I got to go.
Not great for a guy that doesn't
That is inferior to Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, Texas Roadhouse. Oh, remember the one I got, though? That one salad?
I like Roadhouse. I like the biscuits. I like the bread. I like the. Well, that was the other day I was telling Steve. There's a chain that has boneless chicken wings that I really like. It was them. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
But we went to a Texas Roadhouse on our way to the beach or something last year. Tell them about your salad.
Well, I got the steak salad, and I like rare steak. That was, I don't think, cooked at all, right?
No. So Steve ordered medium rare. You didn't even say rare. And it was essentially, I think the guy took the steak and went like this.
Yeah, maybe
He warmed it up with his breath and put it on the plate.
Oh, it was.
Have you been following that guy?
It was purple.
That guy?
What guy?
Yeah, there's like a TikToker now. He's quite the.
Like he eats rare meat?
No, his little dirt rat. He brings his own raw steak to restaurants, and so they'll bring him out his steak, and then he'll put the
I'm not even
in his backpack, and then he puts the raw steak on the plate. And he goes, "You forgot to cook my steak."
That's stupid.
And they always are always so panicked. It's like, the waitress comes out and she's like, "Oh my god, like how could that happen?" But now,
Does he like give them $1,000 afterwards or something at least, or he just makes this?
yeah, and, like he tries to go for like a free meal and throws like a conniption. This kid's the worst.
Oh, like he's actually doing it to try to get a free meal? That's a red card.
Oh, it's beyond red.
We gotta stop giving these people attention, man.
Yeah.
We gotta stop giving just 3 random like white guys from the middle of the country microphones and no
Right.
video platform.
I've been waiting for those comments. There's a classic.
I've always said it. You're filling the niche of,
Well, I don't think there is anything wrong with people wanting to start a podcast. Obviously, I'm going to say that. You don't have to watch. Now, if we're going to restaurants and making the wait staff feel bad because they think they ordered raw meat, that's just mean. We're not doing anything wrong. I mean, Abby might insult some people from his high school by name, but like, just if you don't want, I don't get the hate on the most common comment I see on podcasters now, and these are people that are actually trying. It's not people being jerks. They need to make podcast equipment more expensive. They need to make the comment section more expensive. That's
Oh, you showed them. You showed them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a clip, my friend.
I do think that's a funny one, though. They should make podcast equipment more expensive. You don't have to watch. And by the way, when you comment and watch that person's video, you're making them money. All right. So wait. We keep starting. So all right, Steve's first impression of me was the spitter. That's kind of what I gathered. I got him right in the eye. Bing. What about? And now this is a lot more recent. Me, like your first impression of me was 24 years ago, so I get not remembering that. It was probably 7, 8 years ago. I know my first impression. My first impression of Abby was bad, which is most people's first impressions of him.
I think that's everyone.
What was your first impression of him?
I remember thinking he was older than us, like,
And he's like a year and a half older than
but
us.
like show us the ropes kind of guy, because he was, I think we knew him through Ronco, right? Your cousin.
We knew him through my cousin, because my cousin worked on the second floor. We were on the first floor. But you started before Abby.
I was like, oh, this guy, he's been around here. Because Abby was like kind of the I'll take you under my wing kind of guy, and he did say that like, what you called me your mentee. I was like, oh, this is my mentor, and
This is the best first impression Abby's ever had in his life.
but then I pretty quickly learned like, oh,
There's no future for this guy.
yeah. But I do remember thinking like, oh, he's older and like, he's got it together.
Yeah, and then at lunch he's flinging chocolate almonds up into the sky into his mouth.
Yeah.
You're a bad? No, I'm saying you're a well-rounded guy. This is the lunch table, right? This is where the whole name came from. Like when I met Steve and I was spitting across that was lunch. When the 3 of us became, well, not me and you, but when the 3 of us this way became friends.
It all started with the hot sauce.
Yeah, so we used to slide hot sauce across the table and try to land it as close to the edge of the table as possible, and then you guys saw us and you're like, hey, they seem like fun, and we started sitting together at the lunch table. All right, so here's another one. You ready? We're going to talk about some of our vlogs. Do you have a favorite vlog we've ever made, and do you have a least favorite vlog we've ever made? And if Abby's not in either one of them, he's going to be all bent out of shape.
I gotta go with it. Favorite one was the North Pole.
Yeah, that was a great experience.
Just because that was cool, because like, it's a fun spot that most people like. Who's gonna go there?
We'll never go again.
No, because it's not even like one of those vacation spots in Alaska.
Yeah, normally you go, you take a Alaskan cruise. It's towards the
So I thought
bottom.
it was fun to go like a huge pain in the butt to go all the way there.
That might be the most north you will ever be in your life.
Yeah, and it was just a regular town,
Yeah.
tiny little town.
Yeah, like it wasn't the most fun we've ever had to vlog.
No, I just thought it was neat.
It was unique. It's fun to say we've done that. Okay.
And I liked the video. I thought the video was fun.
All right. So what's your least favorite then?
Probably trying to do, what was it, like 20 states? And
When we tried to drive 24 states in 24 hours.
probably that one, because
That was brutal.
Did you do it?
No.
I mean, many did we get?
The tough thing is, a little peel back the curtain here, we had to drive all the way to Maine before we even started counting states, because if we started from Maine, it was like the best spot to start,
Right.
getting a bunch of states. We did a lot.
And you got to keep in mind, it's not like there's fun snacks. We have like raw almonds.
And we didn't have time to stop for meals. We stopped one time, and what was the name of that chain?
Carl Jr.
No, it was horrible. It was like a gas station.
Wahlburger?
Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers.
Oh.
Not shout out Roy Rogers.
It wasn't even like it was a horrible Roy Rogers.
It was it was an happy first impression of Roy Rogers, because it was a gas station Roy Rogers. Virginia, maybe?
Yeah, it was horrendous. But, well, I also suggested, I think it was kind of my fault because I suggested it, but I said,
You said 10 states in 10 hours.
which was doable.
And I was like, yeah, but that's not a good title. I was like, let's do 24 and 24.
Well, that didn't do well either. So
No.
that was the other part. Like, the video didn't even do well.
Yeah. That's like the ice skating one. I thought that was a really fun idea. We tried to ice skate a marathon. I broke my knee, couldn't walk for months, and the video did horrible. So it was just like,
How about you, Brando?
what? Favorite and least favorite?
Yeah, what was the worst video you've
You know what's funny? I think my favorite, and it was kind of for a similar reason to Steve, I think my favorite was when we crossed the country. Again, I don't know if it was the most fun. Like, probably the most fun vlog we ever did was playing Sam Querrey and pickleball, or when we did the ninja video with Joe Moravsky. Those were probably the most, like, fun. But I think the ones I will look back most fondly on, 10 years, when I look back on these days where I got to do this crazy thing for a job, I think probably North Pole, Alaska, and I think probably crossing the country. I mean, there was a point where we literally had a donkey in our car. We were in, like, New Mexico, driving in this canyon, but it was just cool memories in a Tesla self-driving car. Least favorite.
Have you guys
I don't know.
been to all 50 states?
No. We were trying to have a slice of pizza in all 50 states. That was kind of an idea we had. So, but we weren't actively working on it. It was just whenever we went to a new state, we'd get a slice of pizza, but we kind of gave up on that.
How many states do you have left?
No, like,
Too many.
oh, for pizza or just to be in all 50?
Just in general, total states.
I think I've been to like 35. I've been to a lot.
Yeah.
I was probably at like 7 before the vlog channel.
I feel like you're just missing the north, right? Like you haven't done North Dakota, Minnesota.
Yeah, like the
Lord.
North Midwest. You know, there's like an Airbnb that looks like a potato. I was thinking that could be one we do. Also an Airbnb that looks like a shoe. That's a vlog that Steve and I are not in Idaho, but that's one that we're planning on filming.
That's the worst state, right? No, Arkansas is the worst state.
Arkansas is bad. Man, I feel bad saying that. And someone watching from Arkansas. I don't know. We went to Arkansas one time for a video.
Good God, you lose the Little Rock followers for the podcast.
It was just like, we went to Little Rock, Arkansas. It's the capital and the biggest city of that state. Not really much to do there. Yeah. Yeah, the food was bad too. We went to like a barbecue place and got rated like 4.7 stars on Google, and we're like, all right, down south barbecue, not good.
Rated by Arkansonian.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah. Like if you go to New York and you get like a 4.1, it's probably pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like there should be relative on these apps because every time we go to visit my parents down in Florida, right? We go to Cape Coral, Florida.
It's like an Arkansas 5. It's like a New
Yeah,
York.
no, all the restaurants are like 4.7s, and I'm like, they're not 4.7s. And then you go in there and you're like, yeah, no crap. There's been 2,000 Floridians rating this place.
You know what's funny? There are certain areas where that gets exposed, and the Grand Canyon is one of them. If you look at all the restaurants in the Grand Canyon, they're all rated like 2.9. And it's because you've got all these people coming from, the Northeast, the West Coast, and they're going to visit the Grand Canyon, but the restaurants are garbage. So these are people that know good food, but are rating it. Now, if the Grand Canyon wasn't there and it was just the middle of nowhere in Arizona, I guarantee you all those restaurants would be like 4.5 stars.
Correct. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's a very flawed system. I'm fired up about the whole Yelp.
We gotta have like a weighted scale.
Yeah. Hey, you should have to fill out a profile before you rate, where it's like, what state are you from? And then you upload your driver's license, and it shows South Carolina, and they're like, but are you from Charleston? It's like, no, I'm a little west, like by Greensboro. And then they're like, okay, we're dropping all of his scores 30%.
Yeah, the rest of the country doesn't know good pizza. That's what we've learned.
I was just going to say something about pizza, and this is not even going to go. I don't know if Abby's going to like this. Your boy Dave Portnoy, dude, his rankings stink.
Yeah.
Me and my dad went to a place the other day. It was Sally Slice. Dude has like 5 million followers on TikTok. He's like the most. He might be the most famous pizza influencer in the world.
Sally's a Pizza in New Haven?
No. We went. No. They're good. Yeah. Sally Slice. Have you ever seen that guy? He's like really tall. He's got long hair. Sally Slice is what they call him. He's got a place in. I forget the name of the place. Corleone's or something. Corleone's. Dude, this pizza was garbage. And Dave Portnoy gave it like an 8.3. I was like, this is not good.
I don't know how Dave's my guy, unless he wants to pay us for the podcast.
He's been a Portnoy guy.
I am Barstool. Oh, I'm a Barstool guy through and through. Don't get me wrong, but to call me a Portnoy guy is like a little. You know what? Fine, whatever. Team Portnoy. Go.
Yeah, you sent me a picture of you when you were down the Hamptons, like this. Like he's behind me because you saw Portnoy from a distance, right? But I remember you saying your first thought was to pitch the podcast. It wasn't this podcast; it was your old one.
No, yeah, I didn't think, as if I was well polished, I could have. But I thought at that iteration of the podcast, we just quite weren't ready for the big leagues. So I didn't have my pitch in mind, and I was like, you know what, next year will be big enough that.
What about now? Would you pitch our podcast?
You know, I thought about that. What would our pitch be? Two white guys that could afford the equipment?
I don't know. We're funny. We were funny guys. I don't know.
Okay. Can we talk about this a little bit?
This one's sensitive, but I always say, like, what's the difference between a Spanish and Italian? Like, if I'm from more south, I think, like, I don't know, like, boy, this is a tough one to talk about. This is the one that's going to get us canceled, but...
No, not at all, because I'm allowed to talk about it because I am me, and it's my truth. We have a friend who's dating a lovely girl. She's from Costa Rica. I was talking about my Hispanic heritage, and she turned to her boyfriend, and she was like, he's not Hispanic. And I go, okay, that's all well and fine. But then...
It's kind of mean to say that, like, right in front of your face. I mean, your mom and dad were
Yeah, but this is my problem, right? It's because people do what you do, too. They'll say, oh, well, you know, he's just a white guy from Europe. And it's like, I don't know which one I fit into, because when I'm dealing with the Europeans, it's like, oh, you're Spanish, you know? And when I'm dealing with Kayla's racist family, it's like the only thing European in is the bathroom. And it's like,
nice.
That's right.
Here's a question for you. When you were applying to colleges, were you checking?
Oh, Hispanic?
you would go to you'd go to the interviews and talk with an accent the whole time?
Yeah. I made sure to act like full legal name went out on.
Yeah, you dropped the
On
Abelardo.
every
Abelardo.
conversation. Yeah, I'm a big. No, not Abelardo. In those interviews, Abelardo.
So,
Right.
roll that tongue.
Yeah.
That was good.
Oh, yeah, it's good. It's seductive.
I just spit on Abby's face. Did you notice that? Yeah, there was one that went right across.
Do you claim an ethnicity?
I mean, I gotta be white guy through and through, right?
Steve's always, I think your famous thing has always said mutt,
Yeah,
right?
just white butt.
No, but in the World Cup, who are you rooting for? Besides, I get it. US of A, baby. But
Yeah.
you got
I'm
my
not
England jersey on?
I'm not watching.
Yeah, I don't think Steve's watched the World Cup.
International competition of any sorts, the Olympics. Michael Phelps is not in, and it's he tore his meniscus, and you have to root for another country.
I don't think he's gonna pick his person based on the country. Like I would say you probably rooted for like Usain.
Yeah,
The character.
Yeah.
He identifies as Jamaican.
Steve loves all the Jamaicans. All right, here we go. Next topic for Steve. We're gonna wrap this thing up soon.
Okay.
TFG as a boss. Okay, I want to get into this. I thought maybe Abby would ask the question, but I was like, he hasn't asked it, so I'm gonna pull it. So, what is it like? Second grade, and again, like we said, we probably didn't really become good friends until maybe like 6th grade. But
6th grade, best buddies growing up, elementary school, middle school, college, you know, all these things. And now all of a sudden, you enter well, now we're like working together. Did that ever get weird?
I don't think so. Has it for you?
Yeah, I think so at times.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
I'm just totally unaware.
No, it's not weird as in, like, I hate this guy, but I think it's gotten weird for me when it comes to, like, the money aspect and the future aspect, right?
Okay, that's fair.
Because for me, like, now, when views go down, obviously, I'm always, like, depressed when views are down. But now, to make things even more stressful, I'm like, oh, God, what if it gets to the point where now I can't even afford to pay Steve's, like, salary anymore, and now I gotta, like, fire my best friend from 2nd grade. I mean, firing's a strong way to put it if the business is bad, but you know what I mean. Like, I gotta let Steve go. Lay off. Because let's be real here.
As long as I get, like, a nice severance package, I'll be alright.
I mean, like, the channel is not what it was when you started working for the channel. And we're not young whippersnappers anymore. You know, we're in our, like, almost mid-30s now. So
I'm still young and hip. It's you two that are old.
we're the
6,
old
7.
geezers. But it sometimes it keeps me up at night thinking about, like, there's going to be a day where I'm going to have to tell Steve, like, gotta find something else, pal.
That's fine. I'll be ready for it. Well, I won't be ready for it. But, yeah, it'll be fine. I'm a lazy river guy. I don't know.
Are you going to create your... Because that was my next question. What, do you have any plans for whatever the next jump would be?
Figure it out.
Do you think you would stay in YouTube somehow? Like, you would continue being editor, photographer, make your own channel? Or do you think you would just pivot completely back to accounting?
Now, you say you're going to figure it out, but you're not one of the notable thinkers.
Yeah, I just kind of go with the flow. I don't even know what I'm doing for dinner tonight. You think I'm thinking that far ahead career-wise?
Do you really live
fair.
like... Is that a bit, or do you really live like that on the seam of your pants like this?
No, that's pretty much what I do.
Is it anxiety? Like, do you not want to face it head on?
Now we're getting real.
I've never put much thought into it.
It's funny because I think me and Steve would be wildly anxious if we flipped roles.
Oh, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you have your own character trait. Like, I think if Steve lived like me, where every second of every day is planned and I do the same thing every week, I think you would go insane, right? Like, I can tell you exactly what I do every single day, every time, basically.
Yeah.
You know? But then I think, on the other hand, if I was like Steve and I had nothing planned for the most part every single day, oh, man, I'd be pulling my
I
hair
do
out.
have stuff planned, I just don't know what it is.
That's true. Steve says yes to everything,
Yeah.
but then it gets a little stressful because sometimes he said yes to more than one person.
I'm good at that.
And then, you know, like, we're going to Penn State on a big, like,
I
guys
wish we
trip.
had, like, 10 minutes planned.
Yeah, and I'm like, afraid. Well, no, because you're definitely going to come to the Penn State trip.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for you because you're
100%.
probably going to have to cancel on, like, 4 other people.
Yeah.
You've never once thought about life post-YouTube?
I mean, sure, I'll be like, wonder what I'll do. That's about the extent of it.
What about your wife? Has she ever brought it up?
Yeah. But,
Like, hey, Steve, you should really get on this. Brandon's views are
yeah,
getting
she'll ask,
lower
like,
and lower.
she doesn't watch.
That's true.
Yeah. I think she'll ask me, like, what's the plan after? Or not. No, I'll be like, how much longer do you think you'll do this? I don't know.
Would you consider continue doing editing in some capacity?
Yeah, probably.
Because here's the thing. I was talking to Sam. I'm telling you, this has been a stressor of mine. Of, like, future of Steve on my channel. Channel's dying. I don't know if I mentioned that. We're bleeding here, folks. My thought is the average editor on YouTube doesn't just edit for one channel, right? So I was like, I wonder if maybe if it got to the point where it's like the channel's small, or maybe I stopped doing the vlog channel or whatever, maybe I could give Steve like 4 gaming videos a week. That wouldn't be a full job load, but then he could edit for 2 other YouTubers.
Well, I have my own channel. I can do both things better than you.
I've always said that. I think he should. This was
Apparently
years ago. I
he
said
thinks
you should have started in like baseball content or something. Have you ever thought about like getting back into the sketch comedy world?
Was I in it?
Well, growing up, you were more into camera stuff than me, right? Like Steve used to always film like like blitzball. It was like this wiffle ball thing. You would always edit videos. That's why I kind of hired Steve in the first place.
I like video editing and stuff. Yeah.
Like when I think of you, Steve, I actually think of you did the vacuum video, right?
Oh yeah.
That's way back.
Yeah. We did.
When I think of
we
I
had some
think of
fun
like a
videos.
thespian.
Thank you. I consider myself a thespian.
When I was like, all right, I really need help for the channel because I started the vlog channel. I was editing everything. I also just needed someone else to be in the videos and to be holding the camera. And I was like, all right, Steve doesn't like his job. He lives locally. He went to college for communications and film and broadcast. And I knew that growing up he used to make videos, right? Even in high school.
I mean, I took some classes, but
even in high school, you did the high five video,
we did
the handshake.
Even in college, we had some fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's just they were nonsense, like a
boxing with sock poppers.
We made a video about an up and coming thumb wrestler.
That one never saw the light of day.
No, it was such a good one.
That was the day that Steve pooped in the snow outside.
Oh, it's the only time that's ever happened. Well, I mean, how?
And you're shaming me?
So we were filming a video about an up-and-coming
I'm not even a
wrestler.
public restroom guy.
No. And the premise of the video, maybe one day, do you still have the footage, or is that lost? But the premise of it was kind of like Rocky, but instead of being an up-and-coming boxer, we were an up-and-coming thumb wrestler, and I got this big injury. I don't know. We were filming this training scene outside.
Yeah, footage was good.
In the snow. We had like drone footage. I mean, this is great stuff. And again, we weren't getting paid for this at all.
Drones back then.
Did you not have the drone?
No, it was me in the car.
That's what it was.
I had roomy driving, and I was like filming with the car, and you were running, and then kicked it up in speed. Oh, it was such a good shot.
And all of a sudden, Steve's like, "I gotta go," and he like ran into the woods.
Yeah.
And apparently he pooped in the snow. And
not even public restroom. Like at work, never went.
You didn't go number 2 one time at work?
No.
Are you a pee outside guy?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Well, we cycle a lot, so you kind of have to sometimes.
Yeah, you got it.
Like as you're cycling?
No, I
gotta go.
But if we're riding, if we're doing a 45-mile bike ride, it takes 3.5 hours. What?
You're doing what I used to do.
No.
You can't keep saying, "Oh, we bike a lot." You don't bike a lot.
What do you mean?
That's like saying, "Oh, I run a lot." Talking about my high school cross country.
We're doing a 100-mile ride in a month.
Yeah. That's all you ever do.
Well, bikes last.
Do people not know about the boost feature?
Most of the times, you're only doing this city to shore bike ride.
No, we bike like 5 times a year.
Yeah.
Any famous people do the biking? Like for this charity work?
You would think like a Jason Kelsey, like something like that, because it's local.
That's what I was thinking.
They've never, that is a good point. We've probably done the city to shore, like 7-8 years? I don't think we've ever noticed like a celeb doing it.
Yeah, calling you out.
You get noticed?
No.
Nah.
It's all like old people.
Frank gets noticed all the time.
Noticed over you?
No. What?
Say it again?
Like, does Steve get noticed and Brandon doesn't?
That has literally never happened. Why would that happen?
Because he's bigger?
Yeah, just in general. It's like, oh, there's my buddy Steve, and then...
Steve got recognized in a Spirit Halloween one time.
I did get recognized in a Spirit Halloween.
This is like making Abby very jealous, because he really wants to get recognized so badly.
Oh, I forgot. I think I got recognized.
I guarantee you he did. Whatever the story's going to be.
Okay, so I'm walking down the main street in town. And I guess it shouldn't count if you went to high school, but Pedro Morjan
doesn't count at all.
These are not real.
Absolutely counts, you piece of crap, because here's what happened. I was out of it. I had to rush home for Raphael. I was picking up dinner for the wife. I'm walking down the street, and you're just not expecting to talk to someone, and then you haven't really like met their significant other either, so it's like a guy you used to know, and the person sitting there, and they introduce them, they're like, "Hey, this is my wife Anna," and you're like, "Hi Anna." You give a bad floppy handshake, and he goes, "Oh, how's it going, man?" He goes, I'm pretty sure he said, love your content. But I couldn't be sure because I already have a little bit of a hearing problem. So I wasn't sure if he was saying, like, love your convent, or you look content, or we had, like, three-way
world is this you getting recognized for content?
Because I'm getting recognized for the pod, specifically.
This is the guy you went to high school with. That would be like me going to my parents' house this Sunday and being like, I got recognized by my mom because she mentioned the vlog today.
But if they're specific to the channel, then I feel like it's getting recognized.
No, it's got to be a person you don't know. They're coming up to you strictly because they know you from your content.
His wife has never met me.
I'm not counting it. Abby still has not been recognized to this day. Abby, do you have a lunchtime?
I do. Give me a second. I didn't know you were going to put me in the spot like this.
What is this?
This is lunchtime. This is when we take a comment from every podcast. We take a comment from the previous episode or one of the previous episodes.
No, I know.
Answer the comment or debate it. The name lunchtime came from Steve. That was your suggestion.
From Tocino Ubu 4707. If food had to introduce itself before you ate it, which food would be the most annoying?
That's a funny
That's
question.
a good question.
I was gonna say a can of tuna fish.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Right? Something that just smells bad.
It's like Abby. It just, yeah,
It makes a bad first impression.
it smacks you in the face.
Yeah, Abby in this, this podcast is
A can of
amazing.
tuna fish would be quite a pleasant person.
Yeah, that's it.
Man, a can of tuna fish might be my last place smell in the entire world. I hate the smell of tuna fish. I don't know why. It's like, makes me nauseous instantly.
I think a can of tuna fish would be a muted fella. Like he's been stuck in a can all day.
Well, hey, that was my answer. You come up with an answer.
I said General Tso's chicken.
Why?
It's very saucy.
Okay. Steve, do you have an answer?
If it had to, I don't get to introduce itself. If it had to introduce itself.
I guess like right before you're about to eat this food, it's like, hey, I'm broccoli. Like, which one would be, like, basically what food would Abby be?
A prickly pear.
Oh, that's a good one. Thank you for being our first ever guest. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
All right, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, check us out on audio only, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, rate us 5 stars, all that good stuff. See you in 2 weeks for another episode.
Is that really 11? 11.
But I got a huge surprise.
I've already seen this. I've seen that one. See you on the next one.